Now, at this point, I'm not exactly positive if you have two separate 200 amp services for electrical, or one, a little 400 amp breaker out there, but I'll find out.
Okay.
What you're gonna have, the service comes in underground, and out front, you're gonna have the main shut-off. On newer construction, you usually require the main shut-off to be at the
Outside.
meter for the fire department access.
Okay.
But you do have two panels here, and you have plenty of room in each one for additional circuits for any upgrades you might want to do, if you want to finish off down here or whatever. Okay.
No, we're not. We're done with finished basements.
Had enough,
Our
eh?
son has enjoyed ours as a teenager, and we put our money elsewhere.
I thought you might want to build yourself a diva den down here or something like that.
Nah, my husband's gonna be working in New Jersey. I got a big diva downstairs.
Okay, here's your water service coming in from the street. You have a
Right.
2-inch main coming in, some brass
2-inch.
connections, then it branches off to 1.5.
How is the
and 1/4.
pressure regulator
It's
there?
probably, they don't have a pressure regulator out there. They don't, not all communities have those.
All right.
Okay, you do not have a pressure regulator.
So what is that? What do they have instead, or how?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
So
water
what is
The
just
that?
flow
keeps.
is what you get. When I check the upstairs and the master bath, I'll be running everything at the same time.
Okay.
We look for a cutback in your sink supply.
Right.
If it cuts back significantly, that usually indicates poor water flow. But with the 2-inch main, I don't expect it to be poor, okay?
Yeah.
That's way oversized.
Our house at home's about the same age, 1 year newer,
Okay.
and we're having problems, and the water comes, the pressure regulator valve needs replacing, but we're hoping
Yeah.
not to do it in the next week and a half before we move out. That's a $400 item,
Speaking.
so we
Yeah.
wanted
We
to.
talk about it, it happens. And this is your irrigation, it's all shut down right now. And we
Okay.
generally don't get into those. You wanna go
Right.
to the operation care and maintenance with the owner.
Right,
Or an irrigation company, okay?
uh-huh, yeah,
And right behind Steve over here, we have your waste lines onto your septic. It's all PVC plastic, which is nice, because the old cast iron would deteriorate from the inside out.
okay.
You never knew you had a problem, you had a problem.
So septic in the front?
That's the way it looks.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is your main drain, clean out, and don't ever open that under any circumstances whatsoever. Just don't, trust me on that. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
And this is your baby, this is your boiler. It's the original. Actually, it was manufactured in 1991. It was
Huh.
manufactured a few years before the house was built, so it must have been sat in a warehouse somewhere. But what it is, you have 5 different zone valves over there, but only 4 of them are in use. This one right here is not used.
Oh.
It has no electrical going to it either.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
wonder what that's for.
They have them labeled right here. You have zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4.
Oh,
It's the living room, dining room, dampers, hydrowares, and also the master.
okay.
So those are the heating zones.
Those are the
Right.
heating zones.
So
So
you've
this one
got-
goes to your domestic hot water right here, which is your indirect fire
Okay,
aid.
all right.
This one goes to, that's number 2, number 3, and number 4.
So
Number
second
2,
floor,
second floor gas
yes.
hydroware, then the living room, dining room, and then also the master has its own.
Oh, the master has its own,
Yep.
and then the third one is second floor family room.
Right.
Wow, so you can turn the guest rooms down and have the family room and office on. Oh, wow, that's good,
Oh, yeah, so
That's
you
great.
just have to heat what you're using, and cool.
right?
Okay, we just fired this baby up, and basically the way it works, I turn up the thermostat, the burner kicks on, and it also activates the circulator pump going up to the hydroware. And the pump pushes the water through the boiler and into your hydroware system here, where your pipes come in. Right up here, you get your hot water inlet, and that's where your water goes back out. Okay, and it goes inside here to what looks like a car radiator, which is a hot water heat exchanger. Then the fan kicks in and blows the air through there and warms it. And
So
it
it's
blows it out
forced
through
hot
the-
air, but it's,
It's hot
by
air, but
water?
there's water that actually heats, is the heat source. Hot water is the heat source. So it doesn't tend to be as dry as like a regular warm
okay,
air system.
well, that's good then.
Okay, so we call it hypo air because it's water that actually heats the air. But all this stuff is original stuff. So you're looking at 20 years old, okay?
Mhm.
So it is starting to age a little bit. And most people tend to neglect gas systems and hydro-air systems because they're sold in the maintenance to them, really. But do get on this, have somebody come in, just give them an overhaul, okay?
And you gotta replace this, baby, it's
Boiler,
like a,
yeah, 20 years. Well, a gas boiler, you tend to get a little more life than an oil-fired boiler.
Mhm.
Because it burns so much, not as hot, but it burns a lot cleaner, okay?
but
But,
that's just not your typical, doesn't look anything like our furnaces.
I'm sure it doesn't know,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
So-
state-of-the-art back in the day when, back in '95, okay? Yeah, that was the way they did it. But you do have everything here, you get all your safety devices and things. You see some classic signs of it, a little bit of corrosion, some of your connections and what have you. But it seems to be functioning fine, the boiler kicked on, cycled properly, pushed the water through that, and they should be blowing some nice warm air upstairs right now. I'm gonna go check that in just a moment. But do get on a good service plan to take care of this stuff, you'll be fine. If you neglect it, it will cost you money.
Okay.
And the one thing you do have to do, both the heating system and the air conditioning system, is just maintain your filtering system in the, according to the
yeah.
manufacturer's specifications.
My husband's,
My father has a similar type in his condo. I think you have to change those like every 9 months.
yeah,
Okay,
we're,
it's good stuff.
I think we didn't do that in the beginning in ours, and,
So we're gonna have 2 more of these units in the house. Okay. And yeah, they'll both be air conditioning and heat. Okay.
So they're gonna be
they're
elsewhere?
upstairs?
So you have 3 zones of heat and 3 zones of air conditioning. It sounds like 2 of them are on the 2nd level, probably up in the attic areas.
Oh, okay.
And this one here takes care of the whole 1st floor.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And also, if
can I
you
use your pen a second? I thought I had a pen and if you're not using it.
and these things are very nice. Most water heaters come with 5 to 10 year warranties, and after the warranty expires, the tank usually expires. But these things come with like 20, 25 year warranties, but still, by the date on it, 1995, it's getting towards the end of its life. But the first area to go in your water is the connections where all the pipes go in. Around here, these actually look fairly clean, okay?
And this was an indirect heater, you
It's
said?
indirect, so you got boiler water going in and out, and inside here, there's a coil that boiler water runs through. And your domestic water comes in here, and your hot water goes out here. Okay? And, it heats it as fast as you can use it, you're just not gonna run out of hot water with this thing. I have an
Yeah, my
indirect-
husband
I mean,
runs.
I have an indirect fire system myself, and my daughter takes 2-hour showers, and I've never.
Right.
Okay.
Let me just see these zones again. One is the second is guest bedrooms. And they're all hydro air or?
Yeah, everything is.